Hi. This is Lou. I'm in the backyard. And actually the sun has decided to come out. It's a beautiful day anyway. And if you look at the album cover of it, it's a beautiful day, and I'm not sure which one, or if there's even more than one. But it's a beautiful blue sky with puffy white clouds just strung around here and there. And it's a beautiful day. And that's the people who did A Girl with No Eyes. And they did a different one called Time. And of course, that would be from my time. So what would that be? I entered high school in '69, so I'm not sure when these songs came out. And I'm not sure what year. I was a junior. I graduated in '72 as a senior, so 71. 71, I was a junior. You see, I could just look up at the clouds with open eyes just now, but pretty soon I won't be able to do that. Anyway, it is a beautiful day. It feels lovely with the right clothes on. We went out earlier for just a few minutes. We weren't going to be gone long, and for some reason I felt like I had to put on long breeches, and then I pulled them up like I do my sleeves because I was hot. So anyway, I came back here to just check out the backyard. I'm out here with Chase. Chase, what are you doing, boy? And so what's happened is since we left, or since this morning and I didn't know about it, backyard's been mowed. The bench on the side has been moved to the back. I like that. So I've been sitting on a chair back here, but I like this. I'm sitting on the bench. So things changed while I was gone. My office now has an air conditioner in it and an oversized recliner. I haven't made it go out yet, but I have a feeling that it can be used as a bed. And see, I've been thinking about that because when Kevin comes home, he's going to be home for 2 weeks, and I'm sleeping in his room. So now he can have his room while he's here, and I'm sure I'll be able to lay comfortably. I got to remember that in doing my dates. Anyway, I can sleep on that recliner in that room, so we can both have a room. That'll be great. I had a memory flash of something, and now I've done and forgot what that was because I went back to the other thing. And Chase is saying, I want to go inside. And I guess I'm going to have to go let him in before he wakes somebody else up. So anyway, the point is, they've been really busy around here this morning. Jessica in the house, and I guess him out. Diego outside. So isn't that lovely? The yard is all nice and groomed, and groomed good enough. You know, there's some spaces where the lawnmower can't get to. And I guess I could pull those off. And I'm going to go do that before he wakes Diego up. Diego was taking a nap. Jessica's upstairs taking a nap. Let's see, they got up real early and then proceeded to work like they normally do. So they worked here and there instead of at their jobs. I'm coming, Chase. So I'm going to let the dog back in the house. Here you go. There you go. Oh, and I had food cooking. It's at the end. Okay, I need to go in there. I went ahead and got me some pot pies, and it's different than it used to be. You could actually put them in the microwave, and they're good. So I'm going to let them cool off a little bit. I just wanted to get the bell to stop ringing. Okay, so I'm going to go back outside, Chase. He's a food-driven dog, but I think they all are. They like food, and they've got him trained to do a lot of stuff. And I wasn't here for when they did the training. But he's a pretty smart dog. He even knows how to whisper. He barks loud, and then he also, if there's a treat involved, and he was told to speak, that's allowed the bark, and whisper, he can do that. Wanting to be trained to whisper when he's barking at a stranger going by, because it really is annoying for my little brain to have to listen to a repetitive noise over and over again. Anyway, that is a beautiful tree. I'm going to turn this around so you can see it. Okay, sun's coming out. But see the canopy? Isn't that cool? It covers the whole backyard. It's so for the back here where I'm at. And here's the yard. And there's a nice deck up there. And they pulled what you call those things, a canopy? They've got something, that's got is screened in, and it's got a roof on it, so it's going to keep the bugs out and keep the rain off your head, and the sun too. So it's nice all around. You can sit outside and visit. At night anyway. I don't know about during the day, because we're just where are we anyway? We're still in June. But boy, when it decides to get hot, it gets hot. Anyway, I'm enjoying getting a little bit of sun. And yes, you probably noticed. Somebody's noticed anyway. I haven't worn a headband in a long time. And I woke up with a headache this morning. And it wasn't one of those horrible things, but it was a headache enough that you knew, I know, to get rid of it. If I know how to get rid of it, you get rid of it before it gets really bad. Because once it gets really bad, then that's a little bit, it's a horse of a different color. That is a pain of a different color, and it takes different strength to get rid of it. Anyway, I just like to get rid of them immediately if I can. And this last time when I went to go get BC powders, I got the one that's called Goody, Goody. I think it was called Goody, unless Walmart's got their own brand, but I think it was Goody. It basically is at least $1 cheaper, if not more. And this is a 50-pack box, so I'm talking about getting. But it had the same ingredients in it, so I figured I will try it. Now, I don't know how to open the package very good, and it's kind of plasticky instead of paper. The BC powder is more in a paper, and you can rip it open real easy. Whereas I'm going to have to make sure I have my glasses on and look real close. How do I do this? Or look at some instructions somewhere. You know how sometimes you try to tear something open and you just can't get it to rip at all? There's got to be a little tear in it somewhere. But you also got to be careful not to be able to get other things inside that package. So just I'll have me a pair of scissors handy, and I'll just use those. This morning I used the Goody powder, and I cut off what I thought was sufficient, to be able to open it up, but no, I had to cut off some more. I had to go down a ways to cut it. So I've got to look at it and see. So anyway, I know that it's way later than getting into the sun, but it's still hot. And I do have the sun on me, so I'm not sure if it'll do me much good. But I figured I'll get a little bit. while I can. I think we're going to have sun for 2 or 3 days, and then it's going to be raining again for a whole week, or half a week or something. All I know is I saw rain for several days next week. We just got through having several days of rain. Anyway, people, I think I'm going to go try to eat because I am hungry, and we all know what happens when I get hungry. I get sick. And I did put those in the microwave. They're just in there cooling off a little bit. So, banquet pot pies. You cook them in the microwave for 5 minutes. And then let them cool off for a little bit. And there you are. So I'm going to go get my food and take it upstairs to my room. So I don't know what I said earlier, but I came home to an air conditioner in my room and a big recliner. So that's cool. And I did just thank him for that. I'm sure, I don't know who did that. He surely didn't do it by himself. That chair was upstairs in the attic room, and then where I'm staying is on the next floor down. So that was not an easy task to move that around. But anyway, the neighbor's deck is cleaned off. I'll show you. There's nothing there. There's this little alley that goes in between the houses. And then this is the deck over here. But this is neat. This canopy thing, that'll keep bugs out. It'll let the breeze in. They might be going to get rid of one of those grills. I'm not sure, but they've got 2 to 3. I think they might have 3 grills. All right, I'm going to get my food. So, you people, it's Saturday. Have a great day. Yes, I started to say, I'm sure you noticed, I got a bandana on my head. I got up and took that paper, that goody powder, after I finally thought about it. Get up and take something, instead of having the pain, waking up with a headache. And then, what was the other thing? Oh, then I thought to myself, you know what? Bandana might help you feel better right now, and it does. Okay, so I'm just going to have some banquet pies. I got one that is chicken and broccoli, and then I went ahead and got a beef one. And I don't really like the whatever it is they use for meat in it. I would rather just have vegetables. And Jessie said she thought there was some, but I didn't see any, and then she came back to look and she didn't see any either. So, but vegetable is what I'd like. A really nice savory gravy and vegetables. I don't need the meat. Not if they're going to give me that. You know what I'm saying? Texture means a lot to me. And real meat means a lot to me. And I don't know what that is. But the dog likes it. So I share my pot pie with him. Anyway, I'm going to say goodbye. And I will talk to you guys later. This will be one of those shorts. I know I got to get a lot shorter. But take care. I'll be back, okay?